Hello YouTube, welcome to my Beauty Nation. Before we even get this video started, I want to say to those of you who have followed me for quite some time, and for those of you who have clicked on this video for whatever reason, thank you for watching this video, and please feel free down below to subscribe. From me, if you don't know me, I will provide you with the absolute best content that I possibly can. I only give you the truth. I never steer you wrong. So if that's what you want, then definitely subscribe down below. My Beauty Nation plays no games. On February the 9th, which was just yesterday, Marc Jacobs Beauty had their global release for their latest foundation known as the Shameless foundation. The key things about this foundation is it's supposed to have amazing hydration, be a self-setting long-wear formula, flashback free, and also aids at alleviating the dulling effects of pollution. And it retails for $46. And if you follow me on social media, you may be aware that I've had this foundation for several weeks now, probably about a month, give or take. So I've been using it off and on, so I really have a good idea about this formula. So the best part about this foundation for me, honestly, was the shade range. I was thrilled to know that this foundation was going to come out in 29 shades. And as far as the deeper skin tones are concerned, there's a good variety of that 29 that is for brown skin. And I will go ahead and put an image of the shades just so that you can see that. And as you're looking at that, you will notice that each color is denoted by with an Y or an R. And of course, Y is for yellow, R is for red, warm, cool. I want to say it's Y470 or Y480, somewhere around there. It starts to get to a medium deep, but this is more of a light brown skin, someone who has more of a fairer complexion, but that's where it starts to get deeper. And so, like I said, I wear shade Y500, and R590 also is a very deep, beautiful, cool toned color. I've never been able to actually wear Marc Jacobs foundations because the shades were always off for me, and so it was very exciting to be able to wear this. And here's the packaging. The packaging is very cute. It's very small, compact. You can slide this in your pocket if you wanted to. You can slide this in your purse, bag, what have you. A lot of brands you will see, especially, for instance, even Dior's new Forever Undercover, which I also will review. That particular foundation is the same type of idea with the packaging. It's more marketed towards millennials just because it's more of a modern take. You know, it's something that you can actually travel with, be on the go with. So definitely kudos to the packaging. It also includes 1.08 ounces as opposed to the standard 1 ounces that you will see in foundations. So you do get a bit more with this product. And so this is what the packaging looks like. So you would just squirt the product out. And as I mentioned, I wear Y500, and let me just swatch that so you can see that. And of course in this video I'm wearing the foundation. For powder, I only have powder under my eyes because this foundation does set itself, which I absolutely love. Keep in mind as well, if you're new to my channel, that I do have normal skin, so I normally don't even set foundation to begin with. But I do like that this one does set itself, and it definitely does set itself. But under my eyes, I do use the La Mer powder. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. I did also... I haven't done this in quite a while, but I did use a corrector under my eyes. I used a Touche Éclat and Apricot under my eyes, and I did use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I wear the shade Deep in that, so I did use that under my eyes as well. And for a highlight and contour, I did use a Dior Blush Light and Contour. Now, this is a product, I will say, this particular product, it is discontinued, so I didn't want to talk about it. It was something, I believe it was limited edition, if I'm not mistaken, but you can't get it, so I don't want to even talk about it to get your hopes up because I absolutely love the way it looks. But I will say on my skin, before I put on foundation, I did use the Charlotte Tilbury primer, but underneath that, as far as my skincare is concerned, I am currently using the Capture Youth collection. I also use Charlotte Tilbury, but again, as you know, if you don't know, I am a skincare junkie. So I just bought a while ago, not that long ago actually, Charlotte Tilbury skincare, and then I started using Dior's Capture Youth line, which I absolutely love. This product, the Plump Filler, oh my God, I love this. Oh, and I also have Meteorites, just a touch right here, and I did use the Dior Universal brow pencil. I did use a little bit of that, and that's all that I have on my face. So overall, I must say that I do like this foundation. It definitely has no flashback, which is amazing for me because my phone, Google Pixel XL, it catches everything. Almost every foundation I wear, if I'm not wearing a powder on top that is, a yellow-based powder or the La Mer powder or just a powder that helps with flashback, if I'm not wearing that, then I'm going to have flashback. I'm going to look very strange if I actually hit flash on my camera. And so with this foundation, there's no flashback whatsoever, and I don't even have to wear, powder on top of my face because it actually sets itself. I like that it is light to medium coverage. It is a buildable medium coverage. So if you are a full coverage person, you definitely won't like that. Just because when you put it on, the idea behind it also, in case you don't know, is to allow your beauty to shine through, to allow your skin to shine through. And so with that in mind, when a foundation says that, if you're a full coverage person, you should run the other direction simply because it's not going to give you what you need. And it definitely does cover. When I use my Touche Éclat corrector in Abrico, when I use that under the eyes, I can actually use the foundation right on top and it will conceal just like a concealer. No issues with creasing, especially just set it with a powder. I won't have any issues like that. It is long wearing. I've had no issues whatsoever with this foundation. It looks extremely natural, which a lot of brands you will see start doing. We've seen it with Bobbi, we've seen it with NARS, we've seen it with Dior, and now we see it with Marc Jacobs, for instance. There's a number of brands who are going to come out or have already come out with foundations that provide you with something that just looks extremely natural on the skin because that's what a lot of people want. The average consumer wants natural looking makeup, and that's why I for one, I've always loved Bobbi Brown, specifically because Bobbi Brown's all about making your skin look like skin. That's what I like. I don't like extreme highlighting and all of those types of things. It's not natural. It doesn't look good. And that's just my opinion. But for me, I like natural makeup. So this foundation definitely gives you that. Like I said, if you're a full coverage person, you will not like this foundation because it is not a full coverage foundation. But if you're someone who just likes a little bit of coverage, or if you like something that can build up to medium, something that looks like skin, something that is very long wearing, something that actually is a self-setting foundation, flashback free, you get your SPF in there. There's so much that's good about this foundation. It also fights against pollution. There's so many things that this foundation has. Then it's not the standard 1 ounce. You do get 1.08 ounces, so you do get a lot. You do get a little bit more product than your standard 1 ounce, and it's only $46. And at that price point, it's definitely worth it. Is this a holy grail foundation for me? I would say no. It's a beautiful foundation, but it's not something that I have to have. It's one of these foundations I'll just keep in my arsenal for when I want just a natural type of pretty look. And I have a lot of foundations that do that. But because I am a foundation junkie, it's something that I would just have in my collection to use when I want to use it. Or if I want to just wear a foundation that I know will not have flashback, that's when I would pull this foundation out. If I know I'm going to be taking photos and there will be flash photography, I probably will pull out this foundation. Is it something that you have to go run out and get? I definitely think it is something you should check out. If you fit the bill, it's for all skin types. But again, it's all about the coverage. If you fall between that type of coverage, light to medium buildable coverage, if that's calling your name, then I definitely recommend to check it out. I believe you can only buy it online right now. I'm not really sure, don't hold me to that, but if you can find that in a store, I definitely recommend to check it out. Especially I recommend to check it out in the store because there are 29 shades. And so with the range being so immense, especially for people who have used Marc Jacobs in the past, if you've been able to wear their foundations, because I've never been able to wear them. So if you have in the past, I definitely recommend to go into a store or to speak to someone who can send you a sample perhaps so that you can make sure that you're purchasing the right shade. And yeah, guys, that really wraps this up. Definitely comment below if you're going to check out this foundation. What are your thoughts about this foundation? Are you excited about this foundation? Do you see yourself getting this formula? Will you pass on this formula? Definitely let me know. Like I said, I like this foundation. Is it HG? Not really. But at the same time, there are a lot of foundations I wouldn't consider HG. I don't have a lot of HG foundations. It's literally a handful of foundations that I give that distinction to. This is just a good everyday foundation. Or if you're going to a special event and you want a natural look and you know that you're going to be photographed, this is perfect. It is definitely a millennial targeted foundation. So definitely big shout out, big kudos to Marc Jacobs Beauty for this formula. I don't know why I just did the peace sign. Hope you guys like this video. Definitely thank you for watching. And I will be back with a whole lot more. Hopefully my next video will be the Dior Undercover because I have it on a list to do and I just have not gotten to it. But that probably will be my next video. I'm not really sure yet. I have Kevin Aquan over here. I have glitter liners over here. I have eyeshadow looks I want to do, contour. I have so many things I want to do, but I'll definitely get more content out to you guys. So definitely rate, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please join my Beauty Nation. Highly, highly appreciate it. And yeah, that's all. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.